Hello, so now we reached Rome, Italy. We reached through a flight, then we took an airport bus that would reach Roma Central. Not the best area, a bit sketchy, so I recommend you reach in the morning or afternoon time. We had decided to stay in Italy for like 2 days just to explore the place. We had both not been into Rome before, eat a lot of food, of course. We decided to take a place through Airbnb because the hostels were not cheap at all. It was nearby the same rate, so we took Airbnb right close to the Colosseum, so we get to experience the night as well as a beautiful view. The Airbnb itself was super clean. I will definitely put down the link below in the description, but amazing view, amazing place. The way the breakfast thing was there, the cleaning lady would come in. We stayed just 2 nights. There were two other rooms in the flat, but it was not at all a hassle. Also, there was a lift to reach to, I think we were on third floor. Not easy to find a lift in these old towns, and the room was pretty comfortable. We also planned to go up on the roof in the evening because we had reached around 4ish, 5ish, so it was almost sunset time. And we were honestly lucky to have reached at that time because rest of the days we couldn't see the evening view because of roaming around. And in a bit, I'll just show you how unbelievably beautiful the sunset was at the Colosseum, and that's where we were staying. That was the rooftop. There was a small little table and chair that you could just bring your own wine or food and just sit, enjoy the view. Oh, so nice. And the whole street was full of restaurants. I do recommend to try homemade tiramisu, like find a nice place and order wine by liter. So cool, like such smooth wine, white wine and rosé with homemade tiramisu was our go-to every night. So the plan for next day was pretty simple. We'll start the day by looking at how the Colosseum looks in the morning, and then we will head to Vatican. And the reason that was is because there are certain days you had Colosseum was difficult to get the tickets off, so we got that for the last day. And in the evening, then we had made some restaurant reservations. So all of that to work that out, we had to go to Vatican on the first day, which was good, I think. There was also the bus stop right down where we were living, where you can take a direct bus to Vatican. Also, the view I think I preferred in the evening, so I think the sunset is really cool to go. Outside, inside, it's really nice. Either way, then we went to Vatican City. In the Vatican City, we did plan to go on and see the Sistine Chapel because we've seen it's like it's all year crowded. So we decided to go into St. Peter's Basilica, which was also beautiful from inside to look. And there was, even though we went in the early hours, it was so crowded. Honestly, the church was magnificent. The big sculptures, like really huge structures, paintings. There's so much details. I think I've always liked such paintings. And look at the draping, the clothes, really cool. And that's the line after we went out. So we were still quite lucky to go early hours because it's insane after that. It's so busy. The next day, we first headed empty stomach to see Trevi Fountain. Not a good idea. I think we should really eat at places far away from the tourist attraction and go into any attraction after we are well fed because it's so crowded everywhere and it's so difficult to navigate and be patient with stuff. But yes, the Trevi Fountain on itself, in the middle of nowhere, it's beautiful. We did also go into this church. Meanwhile, we were waiting around, and it was quite popular because of the big mirror that you people were taking selfie through that. That didn't like excite us as much, so we could take our own pictures. However, I think the art form in itself is great, and we talked to somebody, and it was the guide said that it's about spread of Christianity throughout. So you have America, Asia, Africa, and all of that is representative of that. So it's quite good. And then again, we were headed in the town center, and then we saw the oblique from Egypt. Apparently, they were bought here during the Roman time when it was ruling Egypt. They did look out of place here, but irrespective, we then had a quick stop for food. Then we were headed to Spanish Steps. Didn't spend much time there because we had to go to the Colosseum, and that was the evening booking. And we took the entry to the first floor, I think, and we couldn't really find anything else. But even that was excellent because we went at almost the closing time, so we still could like make our access at places, and there were very less crowd. um, and one good thing about the Colosseum is they've put a museum sorts first, where they show you all the stuff that they found there, the stones, the pillars, the skeletons of animals, the the pottery of back then time. A lot of games, dice games that people would sit and just watch. I mean, play while watching whatever was happening. You also had those little. So there's the Colosseum, and then you had the center stage, and but underneath in the basement you had little rooms where animals were kept or certain activities happened. So that was good. These are the kind of sculptures that were found, which is how we know the dressing style, um, and hairstyle and etc. That's the sketch. That's how it was supposed to look. The church came in much later. Initially, it was just the Colosseum as the center stage. But yeah, it's it was grand. Is all I can say. It was super grand. And even in the city, you're walking anywhere nearby, you can see this through the roads, the narrow roads of Rome. You can see this big structure in the center. Oh, it was nice. Even here, like the steps signified the kind of class that people can sit, and because the more effort it took to sit up, also there were stones where there were sketches, there were stones where there was engravings. You know how people just sit in boredom and just do. And to me, I even think that back so many years back, you have people just sitting and doodling something on the paper just because they're getting bored. Maybe the show didn't start, or I don't know. It's crazy to even think about. Also, do not forget to try the focaccia pizza from Alice. It's so good. It's the last thing we took before we were taking a train to the airport, but absolutely amazing. So good.